all traveled well, those who come from across African countries. Did you travel well? And I hope you are being well taken care of.
Definitely.
One of our youth leaders showed me that they are really taking good care of you. So I hope you're going to enjoy South Africa, you're going to have a good stay here, and you're going to leave us with a wealth of knowledge on what you do in your country as young people.
Well, there you have it, and welcome to earGROUND, New Voices Amplified. Today it's a different sort of program, as we're going to be focusing on a very, very important topic. We're going to be discussing the Breaking Down Borders Africa initiative, and I'm joined in by the program's manager, Nthabiseng Modjadji. Unjani?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks so much for having me.
No, I'm good. Welcome to earGROUND.
Thank you.
Great. So for those that are joining in, I'll give you just a bit of background. I'll play another clip for you to get a bit of perspective of the Breaking Down Borders Summit and where it began and where it all started. Stay tuned as we continue.
So we are here under the title of Breaking Down Borders. That's a very strong title. This is a continent of borders. More than any other continent, this is a continent of borders. Borders in the mind, borders in spirit, borders in culture, borders in politics, borders on the land, borders every single way. Most or a number of Africans on a daily basis get to experience that they don't really belong, that they're not really in their own continent, that they don't really have access to the great richness that this continent actually offers. So if we're saying breaking them down, remember the borders are there because there's a design that they should be unbreakable. They're not supposed to be broken. So who are you, young Africa, saying you're going to break borders?
Yes, who are you who are saying that you want to break down the borders? So, Nthabiseng, what is this initiative all about? Yeah, just stay tuned. I've lost the connection with Nthabiseng, but definitely we're going to reconnect just now. Great. Welcome back. I was asking there to briefly tell us what this initiative is all about. What is Breaking Down Borders? Hello, can you hear me? Hi, Nthabiseng. Hello, hi, can you hear me? Okay, we seem to be having a bit of connectivity problems, but kindly bear with us, and we're going to try again to reconnect.
Everyone, how are you? Can you guess where I'm from? Oh yeah. I'm from the mountain kingdom of Lesotho, like you guessed right. I work at the foreign ministry and I'm a 2015 Mandela Washington Fellow. I met President Barack Obama. How exciting! Yeah. And if you work hard, you can also achieve it. It's possible, right? Yes. Right.
I know most of you could have met one or two Zimbabweans. I run an organization called Biblical Dance Trust, which uses hip hop to speak to young people about different things from sexual reproductive health, talking to young people about HIV, just inspiring them to dream about a better tomorrow and being creative and so forth. Welcome back, Tabi. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I was asking before we lost connection there, if you could briefly tell us about the Breaking Down Borders initiative. What is this initiative about?
So Breaking Down Borders is a youth platform by African youth for African youth. And the idea is to create an inclusive platform where young Africans can deliberate on, the continent's development and to find each other, find ways to collaborate and transfer skills amongst youth. So that's pretty much what Breaking Down Borders does. And, one of our flagship programs at the summit that you just showed some of the clips from. It was really good to see some of those images I hadn't been, like mentally back there in 5 years.
Yes.
So it was really nice to see that after 5 years. It just feels like such a full circle moment, as we celebrate our sustainability to see where we started. It was nice.
And taking you back to when you started, what have been the milestones?
I think last year when we reached, our reach from like the African youth, we reached 60 countries. That was a big milestone for us with the summit reached 60 countries and, in Africa and the diaspora. So we had youth from, across the world tagging into the platform. That was a big milestone for us. And I think this year being able to, we've always hosted the summit in South Africa.
Yeah, sorry to cut you there. The audio is a bit broken. I don't know what's happening. Yeah. Yes, you could try without the headphones.
Is it any better?
Yes, much better now.
Okay, perfect. So this year, as we celebrate our 5th year, we're moving the summit to Botswana now. It's becoming a touring venture, and we taking it to different parts of the continent so that African youth can take ownership of the platform. Because when we founded it, the idea was that we're not going to just create this little platform that we have in South Africa and say it's Pan-African, but its reach doesn't reach all the corners of the continent. So we're excited that this year, for the first time, summit is going to be hosted, and our whole program was designed by our network in Botswana, and so that's been one of the big milestones as well.
That is great. Apparently, I don't know what's happening. I still get a bit of the sound is not very clear.
I'm sorry. I think maybe it's our Wi-Fi. I don't know why I decided today would be the day to act up.
No, it's fine. Or maybe you can exit, and then when you come back again, I think normally it then reconnects better.
Okay, so I must leave and come back?
Yeah, you can leave and then come back.
Okay, great.
Okay, great. To those that are watching, thank you so much for watching, for tuning in, and we're going to be sorting out our connectivity and then we continue. In the meantime, I'm going to play some snippets from the first edition, which I happened to be part of some few years ago.
All of a sudden, so fast. Forget.
Wait. You have 10 seconds.
It's a Python.
Snapchat.
I should do something. It's happening right here. So it's really right now. I'm standing on the footsteps of the Mandela House. This is basically where my people stand.
So it's beautiful to look back and see how far this thing has come.
And I will say, because of the pandemic and now that we've gone virtual, I miss, the tourism parts of the summit and just seeing all of those imagery. It's like, I can't wait until, the pandemic is over and then, we're not just convening virtually and we can all actually meet and, explore the different, parts of the continent together. That was really nice to see.
Great, great. And interestingly, that I mean, despite the pandemic, you guys never stopped. You've kept doing this summit. How much has the pandemic affected your plans, and how have you managed to go around it?
Yeah, it has. It has been, there's been negatives and positives. So, it's nice to be in person and to connect and to, there's a certain element of networking that you can't find when you're on a virtual platform. That, now our platform is kind of messy. We do obviously try to, within the virtual space, have like on the side where people can chat and share their contacts and stuff like that. But it's not the same as having physical networking space. So it is taken away from that. But I think the good part is that it has allowed us to really extend our reach, So where in the past we had issues around hosting people here because we're youth led and sometimes don't receive the kind of funding that you desire to run the platform at the level that you want to run it at. So it has allowed us to really reach more youth than we did in the previous years. But it has also really taken away from that, certain elements of our programs that were around networking. And that's been kind of like the down part. But we try to make it work.
Wow, that is great. That is great. And in terms of the plans for this year, what's different? What's new? What are you offering that is different from last year?
Yeah. Well, this year we have Jimmy joining us. That's one of the things that's different and exciting. So this year, because it's also the African Union Year of Arts, Culture and Heritage, we decided that all of our satellite events around the summit would be hosted by youth organizations that work within the arts, but not just doing arts, but arts and youth development work. So we, over and above our normal plenaries, where we'll be discussing, leadership and good governance. We'll be talking around issues around marginalized and other communities. We're talking about the Africa Free Trade area, and just as well as looking at how youth interact with social injustice and how issues and how we're, proactive in challenging and addressing those social injustice issues. But over and above that, we'll be collaborating with the organizations like Jibilika, where we'll be hosting a panel discussion around dance and like the resilience that dances have had during this time. We've seen how like platforms like the TikTok challenges have kept people really motivated during the pandemic. And then in Nigeria, we're going to be collaborating with Queen, right? His organization, I think it's like around arts and health in Nigeria, and then they're going to be doing a panel discussion as well around how the creative spaces really create opportunities for often marginalized communities and people living with disabilities. And then we're also going to be doing one on film and activism and how the film industry and creating content can be used to drive messaging and social awareness around different issues that we have in the continent. So that's the exciting part that overall the series main panel discussions, we're going to be collaborating with our partners from different regions on the continent and looking at how the arts play such a big role in creating the Africa that we want.
Wow, that is great. That is great. Sincere apology to those that are watching. The audio is still giving a bit of problems, but I think it's much better than it was in the first place. Creating the Africa that we want.
Yes.
And looking at the challenges that the continent still faces today. Do you see the summit making an impact that is going, like, filtering down to the countries that are involved, that have been taking part in the conference?
Yes, I think the summit has actually inspired a lot of other youth movements because, a lot of people have seen that it actually doesn't take a lot to create a platform that you can use to amplify youth voices. All you need to do is create an inclusive space and invite young Africans to come and engage and share their thoughts and their experiences. So what we try to do with the summit is just to, obviously, we don't want it to be so high level that, young people can't really connect with it. We try to make it a space that is co-created by young people so that we are not, excluding anyone or speaking on behalf of African youth without, the African youth voice being part of our program. So I think more than anything, ours is just to inspire African youth to use their voice in the platforms that they occupy, in the little spaces that we have, to, speak about our challenges, our insights, and, our lived experience. Yeah.
Wow, that is great. That is awesome. And congratulations for the work that you're doing. That you continue
Thank
to
you.
do. You're most welcome. I remember in the first edition, there was so much support from the government of South Africa towards this initiative. Have you managed to maintain that support from the government? How is
Absolutely.
the situation like?
Yeah, absolutely. I think every single year we actually get more support for our initiative from government than from the private sector. So you can see that there is a particular drive within our government to support youth organizations and to support youth engagement and development. And even now, as we're going to Botswana, you can see there's just like a little bit of ownership that our government wants to have on the program, and it's like you guys have to let it go, let it have wings,
Yes.
But they still want it, even as we open our summit tomorrow, they've been sending in messages of support. And yeah, so it's been very encouraging that over the years, that's the one program we know for sure when we go speak to, a brand South Africa or the presidency or the NYJ, people like they're receptive and they, appreciate the work that we do.
That is quite encouraging to see such support coming through.
Yeah.
And it means that you guys are doing something awesome. You're doing something amazing. And that you have different stakeholders that are actually supporting the work that you're doing. And may you continue to do that work and impact and change lives. For those that would want to participate in this year's conference and be able to be part of it, watch the proceedings,
Yes.
how do they connect?
So they can go to our social media pages. It's BDB_Africa. So BDB_Africa on Instagram and on Twitter. So Instagram and Twitter. And then on Facebook, it's Breaking Down Borders Africa Initiative.
Wow, that is great.
And then the links are all there, and then you can just, and even if you don't even as the days go on, you can register plug-in at any time during the summit. So we don't have like the closing. They stay open throughout the summit. You can plug it at any time. Just go to our socials and the links will be there.
And do you have to pay something? Does one have to pay something to be part of it?
Never. Yeah,
like
so
that.
yeah, it's not. It's an open, inclusive platform. Yeah.
That is great. You have heard it. This is an opportunity for young people in Africa to converse, take part in very important conversations that are going to be taking place during the Breaking Down Borders Summit, Africa Youth Summit, which is happening from the 25th to the 28th of May. So it's actually starting tomorrow. And there are a number of initiatives that are lined up across the continent from Nigeria, Zimbabwe, South Africa, and the topics are going to be wide-ranging. There are also going to be workshops, plenary sessions, and different satellite discussions that are talking on different issues. And it's quite interesting because this year, the African Union has a theme which connects to the creative industries, and this is encouraging for some of us within the creative arts to see, such initiatives or such a theme that embraces creativity and diverse creativity within the continent. Wow, thank you so much, Nthabiseng. I really appreciate I wish you all the best with this summit, and we're super excited to be part of this as Zimbabwe and as GDM.
Yes.
Great.
Thank you. This has been so great. It's so great to see you, Flats.
Thanks a lot. These are some of the fruits from the exposure and the engagement interaction from the summit. I remember when I met, I think, let me pull, I think I have the clip somewhere here. Let me see if I have it. No. There was one guy from Botswana was running a radio station there, and we were having a conversation. And from that conversation, I think I went back home and I said, you know what? I think I need to start thinking about this. This is quite an interesting an idea to kickstart, an online media platform, because he had such a very brilliant. Let me see. I think I can actually get.
Is it Penyo?
Yes, it was Penyo. It was Penyo, and I think I've his clip here. So just stay tuned.
Okay.
Penyo Moroka. I work in the media. I've done work on radio for many years. I've done work on TV. Also just recently started a media business. So my life is in and around cameras and taking pictures and stuff. But I want to find out from you guys, who knows anything at all about Botswana?
Botswana is for people from Botswana.
Yeah.
The money it's called mad.
So you see, how much I was looking at you, because I was like, you know what? And when I had conversations with him, they really opened my mind, connected with other things that I also got exposed to. And 5 years later, earGROUND.
Exactly. And that's what the summit is all about. And that's why I can't wait for us to, convene physically so that people can connect that way again. Yeah, but we're doing what we can for now.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And pass my greetings to the entire team and all the best.
I will.
Great.
Thank you. Yes, greet your team as well.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much to everybody who's been watching. Tawanda Choto, Adi, Kajex, and everybody who's been watching. Sincere apologies for the sound. But yeah, we're going to make sure that next time we try to improve, and stay tuned.